had the privilege and responsibility to be the first prosecutor of the International Criminal Court and find the state trust me to perform this incredibly interesting and complicated function. And I think this is just starting. I'm sorry to close it because it's just starting. And then I'll be very short. I'm not just thankful to the country to organize this, also to invite you to keep us working on this. Maybe the aim of the group would be an opportunity to keep this debate, move forward with the debate, because I think it's just starting, just an opportunity to us to understand each other, to see what we are doing. I have to make a few points. I have a long speech, I will not do it, so I have to make a few points. Starting, I was very interested in the moderator of the panel, Professor Charles, about the origin of the complementarity and Article 17. And for me, the issue is we have to manage a new system, a system of interaction with states, a court with not hierarchical, let's say, and many civil society organizations of us. And this is based on two principles, complementarity and cooperation. These are two principles. And for me, I like to explain why the Office of the Prosecutor from the beginning defined this idea of positive complementarity. For us, it's totally based in the statute. I agree with Professor Chavez that Article 17 define complementarity as an admissibility test. And that we're doing, and please, Germany and other countries recognize that we are scrupulously respecting Article 17. But also, I'd like to explain a little better that for us, positive complementarity has its legal basis in the area in Article 93.10 of the statute. Article 93.10 provides a non-exhaustive list of the forms of assistance and research that the court, including the Prosecutor Office, can provide to states and other actors. So that for us was the main idea. Okay, these articles say when we have to consider to do it. And for us, we say, okay, we're not reactive, we're also proactive. And that we call positive, in the sense that we haven't adopted a positive approach. We not try to be positive when we receive requests. We try to encourage and promote and invite cooperation with us. And that for us is the concept. And for us, inviting Congo, Uganda, or Kenya to refer the case is part of this approach, in respect for the national authorities. We consider we shall open an investigation, but first we offer you the option to refer the case to us. In some cases, they did it, DRC in Uganda. In Kenya, say, no thank you, and then we did it. So, but this is the approach in each area, and that for me is important to highlight. We are positive complementary approach is based in 93.10, but sure, it is not just will be reactive, it will be positive and proactive in different areas of cooperation. That's the important concept. And the second idea I would like to clarify is connected with the idea that Germany presented very clearly that should not be the opportunity of bureaucracies. I fully agree. I fully agree. The idea is in our normal activities, we found information and we like to share information with states and other actors. As President Song just mentioned, we, the court, and particularly some members of the court, are on the ground, and then we learn situations. We know security issues, we know problems in the prisons in the DRC, and then we can develop further how we share this information with states and organizations. And that for me is a challenge for the future. How we can share information with you. Because even integrating other concepts, R2P is a concept most of the states agree. And R2P could be integrated in this way. We can integrate different principles we cover out with the operation we are doing. And then, specifically in our situations, we can share information with you about what we see in terms of prison problems. I think, as the original of Congo explained, one of the biggest problems to conduct investigation in DRC is not so much about the legal issues, it's about security for the witness, it's about the prisons, and other issues. And then we need to integrate, and I like very much what Denmark presented, the idea to share information that the states can integrate in their own systems the ICC idea with the normal assistance that you are developing. And Germany, for instance, is helping in Kenya to produce a product to control HIV. And in my recent visit to Kenya, the ambassador to Germany was suggesting, because I was saying in Kenya, we are conducting investigation in Kenya, but the victims of the rapes should not wait to be assisted. They should be assisted today. And as a consequence, German ambassador told me, look, we have a normal program to assist HIV victims. We like the idea to integrate this program in the assistance to the victims of the rapes in Kenya. And that, so it's not more bureaucracies, it's just, on the contrary, a more efficient use of the resources that the better integration of our programs will allow. And in this sense, the post-complementary idea is to increase cooperation. I think UK described very well. UK say post-complementarity is about the states assisting one another to meet Rome Statute obligation. And that is exactly the concept. It's not about new bureaucracies or new organizations, just fulfilling our roles in a more efficient way. And that was the proposal. I have many examples to show how we're doing that. I will mention a few of them. For me, this is the leadership we need in different aspects. For us, we collect information about the most serious crimes under our jurisdiction. And the reports for NGOs are crucially important for us. And I have to present another dimension. I have to evaluate the interests of the victims when I open investigations. And I found the survey conducted by Berkeley and ICC a very, very important tool, because it's a scientific method to show us what are the interests. And you see how the victims in Uganda, for instance, yes, the main concern was not justice, was basically security and food. However, when they were asked, do you like just to be prosecuted, 70% said yes. And I would say 70% would say by the ICC. So, in order to understand the real understanding of the complexity of the victim's problems, this approach, the survey approach, is something for me was very useful to understand what is the intent of all the victims, not just some group who are reaching us. And I can mention these activities in another area, but it's on the local farm. So basically, what I like to present is post-complementarity is our interpretation of our duty to assist on your request. And the assistance we are offering is, before you ask me, I will say yes. That's what we are proposing. Before you ask me any information, I will say yes. I would like to know how to share with you better information. That's the concept. And it's no more bureaucracy, it's more efficiency. And I like to present very clearly, maybe the court is the face of the system, but the strength of the ICC, the Rome Statute system, rely on the cooperation of states. And that's the concept to assist them to do it even better. Thank you very much.